This weekend, communities across Arizona will observe Memorial Day, which is officially on Monday. As we honor our fallen service members, we're also compelled to think about how we as a nation care for the men and women who do come home after serving honorably. One of the places that supports their needs is Boulder Crest Retreat in Arizona, a national nonprofit that offers free treatment to combat veterans and their families. Boulder Crest Retreat is where nature nurtures transformation. At least it did for Joshua Oswald, who goes by Oz. He's a Navy veteran who deployed 8 times in more than 20 years of service.
When I left the military, I really thought that was going to be the answer. That if I just left the source of everything that was causing chronic migraines, my stress, my anxiety, if I just left all of that, it would go away and I'd be okay. But it didn't.
Being home with his wife and kids didn't absolve him of combat. Oz, like so many other veterans, had post-traumatic stress disorder.
I really did think that, well, this is just who I am now. You know, they're just going to have to live with it because this is the kind of person I am. But deep down inside, like, I really wanted to be a really happy, joyful guy that I knew in high school, you know, before the military and everything else. But how do I get there? I quit on both therapists that I tried. Saw a psychiatrist for a short period of time, also quit, because they just didn't understand anything that I was talking about.
Then he found a sanctuary in the Santa Rita Mountains, offering a respite during a vulnerable time.
We get asked so much, you know, how are you doing today? I say, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And it's this mask that we wear every single day because deep down inside, we're hurting.
To heal that pain, Boulder Crest Retreat offers an intense 7-day treatment for veterans.
Okay, by the ranch.
Brian Bell, a former Marine, leads the effort.
Life is a series of struggles for all of us, whether you're a combat veteran or not. So how do you struggle well? Learning some of these regulation practices, giving them an opportunity to disclose like some of the hard things that have occurred in their life, whether it was in childhood or during their military service. And we give them space and opportunities here to just set that big rock down.
First, though, is tackling PTSD.
Well, a lot of the symptoms of post-traumatic stress are being detached from other human connection. You know, they're numb, they don't have normal emotions. Something tragic or sad happens, it doesn't affect them the same way it would somebody that's not struggling. They struggle to regulate their emotions, where one minute they're calm, the next minute they're through the roof. Those are hypervigilance, the kind of the traditional things, thoughts of suicide. Most of our participants come here as a last-ditch effort. They've been to the VA, they've seen therapists, clinicians, and none of it's worked for them.
Here, PTSD can be treated with something Bell refers to as post-traumatic growth.
These symptoms that the mental health professionals told them they have and these symptoms that we need to treat are actually traits that are strengths. Where things get sideways is when they don't regulate their emotions well. So learning how to regulate your emotions well, how to connect with other human beings, then you start to see that these aren't symptoms, these are strengths, almost like superpowers, and they can help you thrive.
And the counselors at Boulder Crest say it's possible through activities like meditation, equine therapy, cooking, relationship building, and communication. This is a place that digs deep into the soul, confronting the source of pain and those it affects.
You know, if the combat veteran comes home and they have post-traumatic stress, it's like having the flu. It affects your spouse, it affects your children. So we are not just here to heal the combat veterans, we're here to heal the whole family.
It's also a getaway for military spouses and kids. Jenny Jacobs' husband served in the Air Force. Today, she helps families find a new beginning.
Everybody changes a little bit their role in their family when the member is deployed, and it's important, I think, when the member comes back, everybody has to adjust to each other again, learn about each other. And this Boulder Crest Retreat offers a setting that's private, it's secluded, relaxing.
It gives Brian and his staff hope.
At 15 months into an evidence-based longitudinal study, and all the data shows it works. But I know it works because of events like what happened 2 programs ago. Combat veteran, he's sitting there, he's struggling, and he goes, I can't do this. We said, well, why can't you do this? And he said, well, I wasn't planning on going home. So what do you mean? And he said, well, I took this week to give my wife and 2 daughters time without me so they could learn to live without me, because at the end of my plan is just to commit suicide. So it gave us a chance to talk more with him on graduation night. And Ian says, hey, wait, I have a gift I want to give you guys. And he reached into his pocket and he pulled out the bottle of pills. And I said, I want you guys to have these. And we said, well, what is this, Ian? And he goes, these were the narcotics I was going to kill myself with, and I just don't need them anymore. And so that was the evidence to us that what we're doing, it works.
Oz is another success story, a patient turned counselor who thrives on connecting with veterans.
What was the biggest thing you've learned here in these 7 days? And he said, man, I've been locked in a prison for 10 or 15 years, and no one ever told me that the keys were in my pocket the whole time. That was powerful.